welcome back.
Welcome back. Go ahead.
You want
hit
to
it.
go? We have Joy Welding and Frances Johnson here. And you ladies are going to talk about a debt that is pledge payoff is what we're calling it. But who wants to take the floor?
How did it all start?
What is the debt?
Somebody put their neck out on the line and said, we're going to do this, right?
We ask you a question and we won't let you answer. Okay. Go ahead. Go, Joy, Joy.
I'm ready to talk. 2005, been several years ago. Plans of our patient tower were just starting and just all on paper at that time. And the auxiliary decided at that time to be part of that building. And Gail Diamond, I don't know if you remember her or not, she was a hoot, was the president at that time, just a really cool lady. And she's since passed away, but she was president, and Aline McCrary was the treasurer at that time. And the auxiliary was paying off a $100,000 pledge for ER tracking at that time, but they decided they wanted to be part of the tower. So they voted to pledge $500,000, $500,000
Wow.
for the critical care area in the hospital. And the reason they picked critical care, because at that time everything was wide open. They could have picked any floor they wanted.
Right.
But Gail said, you know, at our age, we're not going to be using the OB department. We'll be more likely to use
Right.
the critical care. So that's
Valid
what they
point.
chose.
Kind of a selfish reason there, right?
Right, there may be some grandbabies being born in the
Yeah.
OB, but I guess it was selfish. But it was a great vision and a huge leap of faith at that time that they would be able to raise that amount of money.
Now, where's the money come from?
From the thrift shop and gift shop.
Solely. No other
Completely from that.
funds are raised. Just from the gift shop.
They have uniform sales,
Yeah,
linen
Okay.
sales,
Oh, okay.
that sort of thing.
Okay.
Christmas wreaths, sometimes a bake sale or something.
Wow.
That
commendable.
has always been amazing to me, because you don't only finance those projects, but I know that when I work in an ambulance, you buy ambulances for the ER department, or for the EMS department too.
I think we have bought 2 ambulances.
Yeah.
Several of them.
Several.
In the past 15 years, the auxiliary has provided over $1 million in funds for the hospital for equipment, and that's everything from baby monitors to wheelchairs to.
I want to know how you get on that list.
The foundation board in 2005 was Scott Miller and some others. I think Martha Ledbetter and some of the others, and they were instrumental in encouraging them all at the beginning. Like I said, they were paying off that $100,000 pledge for the ER. So in the next year, they paid that off, and the payments on the tower critical care unit didn't actually start until August of 2006. They pledged to do it over 5 years, and they paid it off 6 months ahead of time,
Wow.
which is amazing. In addition to that, they've put a new roof on the thrift store. They bought a big heating, cooling unit for the thrift store. They've done scholarships for nursing students. So, yeah, it's not just that $500,000.
Very
They've done a lot of
active
other things.
auxiliary. No doubt. How many, I want to call it your team, how many volunteers are there?
We have about 200,
200, wow.
but they're not all involved in it.
Right.
You know, we have some that are honorary and like that, but close to 200.
Some that are a lot probably that are very active. And y'all, how many hours have you been? I know
Close
you
to 11,000. But there's a lot more that has a lot more hours than that. I've maybe 23,000 hours.
Y'all totally staff the gift shop, right?
Yes.
Just do volunteers. Okay. And if you've not been in the hospital and not been in the gift shop, they have some lovely items there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you can order from our website too. We
Oh,
we have
okay.
fresh flowers, and if you're in another part of the country, or if you just don't want to get out in the weather and have flowers delivered to the patient, you can go to our website and
That's
do
great.
all of that. And
I'm sure a lot of people will utilize it. And the website,
www.narmc.com.
okay. What else do you want to tell the public? What else would you like
Well,
to
you're
tell the
supposed to
public?
ask the questions.
Well, I want them to talk.
Well, we're going to, like I say, we'll be paying off this $500,000 pledge that they made in February, and we're going to have a big party about that and celebrate.
Is there
and
admission to get in the party so you can add more
Exactly.
funds?
Put
You
it back
have to
in?
be a volunteer.
Oh, okay.
And anyway, it's going to be a big media event and a big celebration of all of that.
Tell
And
us where it's going to be.
it's going to be at the hospital in the first floor tower. just right across from the gift shop, so people that come to that can also shop the gift shop.
And we
Well,
could probably tell people, you don't have to have anyone in the hospital to buy from the gift shop,
no,
right? It's open to the public.
We've
Please
got,
come by
I've
and
got
look.
lovely jewelry and handbags and all of that. And
Well, it's not bad jewelry either, because my wife's bought things in there before too.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And she's got
we will
pretty
payroll
expensive
deduct
things.
for employees too.
Oh, well, that's convenient for all you employees out there.
So
Now,
that
you've
comes
been
in
all
handy.
over in the hospital. You have 3 or 4 different places that the gift shop has been. Are you in a permanent place
I've been
now?
permanent
You
there.
think you're going to be in a permanent place there now?
I imagine so.
For people that,
I'm kind of an old fixture there.
yeah,
Frances is every Tuesday. She comes in at 7 a.m., if not earlier, opens the gift shop early on Tuesdays. And her husband, Lauren, is one of our couples volunteers. He works in my office on those days. So we got
Oh,
husband and
okay.
wife.
good, good.
So they're not just, I mean, there's different areas that the volunteers are.
Absolutely, and we always need more volunteers too. Right now, I've got some clerical needs. Respiratory therapy needs a volunteer to help them. Education department, we need some volunteers with Comfort Cart. We need some at the thrift store, and then substitutes for other areas too.
So if someone is interested in volunteering, who would they contact you?
They can call me, 870-414-4622.
And that's Joy Welding.
You said it right.
That's who you need to ask for. I just had to do that again.
Yeah, thank you. You're
Make sure I
good.
did it
You're
right.
good. And
Okay,
Now,
wonderful.
now I volunteered for a
Yes,
Disney
you did.
program. Is that program still going on or not?
I have looked at the website, and I don't think they're doing
I
that
think
for
they stopped doing that.
2011. But that was a great thing. It was give a day, get a Disney day. And we had a lot of folks who weren't used to volunteering, had never volunteered before, but they wanted to go to Disney World for free.
Sure.
So we got a lot of volunteer hours through that. And most of them we put at the thrift store because you don't have to go through all of the
Right.
TB skin tests and all that. But I think some of you who are already in the medical profession, we put an information desk and so
Information
on.
is what we did, yeah.
Yeah.
Now that the money has been paid off, is that, you're going to stop raising money?
What's next?
yeah,
Do you
what's
have
next?
We will take, different departments will come and want different medical
Mental, yeah.
stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And we will, vote on it and start doing it
Decide
like we
what-
did before.
So everybody's got their hand out when
Well,
everything's
as soon as
paid off,
it's paid
right?
off, they'll have their hand out, yes.
Well, that's a
Exactly.
good thing, because everyone's in need, and you guys, I'm still amazed you raised that much money in such a short
They
period
are,
of
know.
time.
they're amazing. They're a force to be reckoned with. Our volunteers are great. I was looking at some stats this morning of other Northwest Arkansas hospitals, and a lot of them have many more volunteers than we do. But ours are just fantastic. They volunteer more hours and they raise more money than the big hospitals in Northwest Arkansas.
Well, you're a force to be reckoned with.
Force to be reckoned with, yeah.
And it's a great way to support the community and the hospital by coming by and just seeing what you have in the gift shop, because that's where all the money's coming to, right?
No, the thrift shop.
Through this
Oh, the thrift shop,
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Where is the thrift shop?
Right next to Shelby's, across from
Okay.
the Duran Center and Hotel Seville, and we always need good, clean donations. If you're downsizing, if you're cleaning out your closets, decluttering, we'd love to have that stuff. We'll give you a tax receipt for your donations, and we process those donations, wash and iron. We have ladies down there ironing right now and getting those things out for
I have
sale.
a bag of started, just so you know.
So, yeah, we'd love to have your donations. And the thrift store is going to be doing an expansion probably pretty soon, too.
Really?
Increasing our sales floor and the processing area, because it's
Stop in
Lot
and
going
see
on
the
down there.
thrift store, and I mean, there's a multitude of items down there, so please, and again, they'll accept your donations. And the hours for the thrift store,
9 a.m. till 4 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
and you can bring donations at any time during that
Absolutely.
time
We've got
period.
a drop box out back.
Okay.
Thanks so much for being here.
Wonderful, thank you.
And congratulations on, wish I could pay all my
That is-
debts off like
yeah,
that.
that's great.
You need volunteers working
I
for
need
you.
some, yeah. Everyone needs a volunteer for me. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
All right, our last guest is Denise George. She's here. She's a photographer, and your buddy. And we'll be talking about her photography work. Stay with us.
Just because you don't have any